Okay guys, I got the 75 C10 truck out here that we have named Skye. And I'll tell you why. I'm just looking at the emblems. I just now pulled it out here. It's probably about getting close to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, another late start to the day. But we had some errands to run. We have a computer in one of the rooms in the house, and the keyboard quit working. So we had to go buy a new keyboard. Just oddball stuff like that happens. So my wife has got that all fixed, and she's up and running again. So, oh yeah, what I was going to show you was why my wife decided on the name Skye. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Maybe you can see a little bit better. There it is. Skye, Skyline Blue. This is some of the options it had. Anyway, this is in 1975, remember, so. Anyway, I thought you'd like to get a kick out of hearing why she come up with the name Skye, and it does look like Skye. So, it's all good. So, from now on, I'll be calling this Skye. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all for contributing to the names. I mean, my goodness, there was a bunch of good names. Golly, there were some of them that I thought she was going to go for, and I think she did. There was one or two of them that was really close, but then she seen that the other day when she was cleaning out the truck, kind of cleaning up the insides, and we're still not done. But it said Skye, and she said, well, that's what I need to call it. So that's what we're doing. I was looking at the emblems putting on it, but this is what we're doing today, or what I'm doing today, is this right here. I'm going to try to match it up best I can with this paint. I'm hoping I don't mess it up too bad. This is what I done the other day. If you'll remember, or if you're a new person, let me say this. I rattle can everything. So I done the rockers and the cab corners. And I done the tailgate, or maybe just to refresh your memory, I've done the tailgate and done it patina style. That's all. That's only kind of, I'm not going to say it's the only kind of paint that I like, but I do prefer patina style. I'll get it out here in a minute. And done this rocker too, so I'm going to try this. My wife bought every can that they had of this, and it's not too far off, I don't think. So I'm going to get this, and I'm going to put some tape on it. The wind's not blowing real bad, just a little bit of breeze. And I'm out here in the hot sun, so I've moved old Dookie out of the way, and I'm far enough away. The name of this truck, by the way, is called, we started calling it Coffee, because if you remember, I got two big old, well, not too big old, I got some trays, pretty good sized trays, and filled them full of fresh coffee, trying to get rid of the previous owner cigarette smoke, and it worked. It seems, I mean, it smells like coffee in there, and it has for several days. We drove it yesterday, and it smells like coffee, so just a short distance. But anyway, so I told my wife, I said, it kind of looks like coffee, smells like coffee. Let's just call it Coffee. So that's the name of this truck. I try to name all my vehicles because, first of all, I'm a nut, and second of all, I just like, instead of saying, I got 3 or 4 Silverados, instead of saying the Silverado, I can say Coffee or Skye or Ruby or Big Red. So it's just easier if you have a nickname, and I kind of think that they're my friends anyway. As I said, I'm a nut. So let me hush. I talk too much, and I'm going to tape all this up, and we'll see what it looks like with this shade of, what is the name of this shade? Satin Aqua paint. It's going to be a little bit lighter, I think, and might look a little better. And my wife told me, don't go haywire, or let me say this, don't go overboard on a patina on the tailgate. So I'm going to tone that down a little bit. and we'll see what it looks like when I get done, okay? So just kind of hang in there with me, and I'll show you in a minute. Okay, guys, I've got it all taped up best I'm going to do. You can see the wind's blowing a little bit. It was kind of hard getting those little pieces of newspaper up here. And ironically, the newspaper is from Monday, July 29th last year. So I'd say I had saved these newspapers for a big turd. That's when I was working on it this time last year, painting the whole truck. So kind of, well, something to remember. I miss that old truck, but it went to a good home. So I'm going to give an attempt on painting this stuff, and we'll see what it turns out like. I'm hoping that it might be just a little bit closer to the shade of the truck, skyline blue. So I'm hoping it will be. So last look at this, and I'll get back with you when I get it all done. So hang on. Well, I've got it painted. I'm trying to stand back where you can kind of see it. I think it's a little closer than the paint I had on it. And just out of curiosity, I was going to show you too. I got a little added bonus when I was painting the grill on the truck. Without knowing it, I painted me a Chevy bow tie on the top of the trash can, so that's good. I'll show you what I've got done. Had the missus come out here and give me her opinion on it. So this is it. I haven't scuffed it up. I haven't done anything like that. I have redone the rockers. I'm going to hit this down through here. I think I'm kind of scared to cover stuff up in a way because I want it to look stressed. So anyway, I'm still needing this. I'm not too worried about this because I've got to go to the junkyard and get me a piece to go right there. But hey, could take one off Dookie if I have to. Worst comes to worst. If worst comes to worst, I probably won't. I'll see if I can find one at the junkyard. But I'm telling you, every time I go to the junkyard, square bodies are picked over. There's nothing left. So anyway, got the rockers done. And I got the other side here done too. I was just letting it sit for just a few more minutes out here in this hot baking sun and let it cure. So hopefully I can scuff it up. When I first painted it, I gotta tell you, I was just about sick. But the longer it sat, the more I told the missus. I said, every time I turn my head and look back at it, it seems like it's getting closer and closer to that. I don't know if it's because I've been in the sun too long or what, but she found another paint can and gave it a whirl here, and of course it didn't match. So I'm trying to do things on a budget, guys, if you're wondering. I know you can go to paint store and get exact color stuff, but golly, that stuff's like $30, $25 to $30 around here for just a small can, and it would take quite a few cans. And I had plans on doing the bed as well. My wife suggested to me just a few minutes ago, maybe when I get to that point, which is still a long ways off, but maybe I should just paint it black. I don't know. I'd rather paint it this color if I can. So, but I don't know. I haven't took the tape off yet. You know what? I'll pause this here and I'll take the tape and the paper off, and maybe we can get a better opinion of what's going on. So hang on. Well, what do you think? If you didn't know that the tailgate used to be all white, and you seen this truck in a parking lot or going down the road, would you know that the tailgate had been painted rattle can? For me, it's kind of it would be hard to tell. I'll show you up close what I done. to me, it's a pretty good match. It's not perfect, but it's a pretty good match. I scuffed it up a little bit. I had to do something here because this big old hole imperfection was here. So I had to make it look like the paint wasn't new, like the paint had been chipped, cracked, all that. So I had to do that to make it look genuine. Put some scratches in it here and there. Put some along the edge. Got my nasty hands and kind of went over it there a little bit. I used this right here, if you're wondering. I started out with a screwdriver and I thought, well, this little pick thing would be better. So I just went along with some lines that are on the tailgate already. So I'm trying not to go overboard, so I think I'm just going to stop right there. So if you seen it, like I said, in a parking lot or something, would you know the difference? I don't think I would, but y'all might have a better eye for stuff like this than I do. And also I done the rockers and the cab corners. Luckily, you know, as I said in my previous video, luckily all this stuff is below eye level. So it's not as noticeable. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I kind of scuffed it up a little bit with some one of them sandpaper blocks, you know, it's rough. And I don't know, I'm not real happy with it, but you know, it's the best I can do with the color that I have. I'll show you the other side. But the tailgate, I don't know what it is, but it looks like it's a pretty good match. It started out, oh my goodness, I had a big old mess. It come out, the paint come out kind of powdery. It looked like a blue baby powder like. You know, I was sanding it and boy, I was just kind of getting sick. And anyway, I sanded it again. And I don't know, I sat down on the porch a little bit disgusted at myself. And I don't know, as I said, the more I looked at it, the more it seemed like it started blending in. So I don't know, but I'm in the hot sun, so it's kind of hard for me to see, really. Been out here in the sun for several hours now. I done this cab corner. As I said, this is not it's not a Barrett Jackson truck. It's a shop truck, patina style, you know, shop truck. It's, you know, like go to town and get your, you know, parts and throw them in the back. You really don't care. The truck runs good. And, you know, just like a parts truck. There, that's what I like to think of it as. So, I don't know. I'm trying to stand back where, I mean, as I said, I still got to get that little piece of chrome that, from right here. I put this piece on myself on this truck. So, I'm just kind of, I guess the next step for me to do, just to take a break from paint, is I think I'm going to wax it. You can see where I done a little bit right here, just right here in the front. It's kind of shiny. I'm going to wax the whole truck, windshield. I mean, when I wax everything, the windshield, you know, all the windows inside and out, and, you know, everything on the body, bumpers, everything gets a coat of wax on it. So I think I'm going to do that next. I might do part of it today. I heard something. I might do part of it today, and then maybe if nothing's going on tomorrow very much, maybe I can finish up and at least get the waxing done. The waxing's going to take a long time, but, you know, as I said, I kind of go a little bit overboard. You know, I just wax and wax and wax. So, anyway, let me know what you think. I'm trying to stand back so you can see the cab corners there. I mean, from a distance, it doesn't look too bad. And luckily, like I said, it's below eye level. So I'm pretty, well, you know, I'm pretty happy about it. It's not perfect. It's hard to do everything, you know, to make it match when you're just using store brand. You know, I think this was Rust-Oleum. I prefer, in case you didn't know, and it really doesn't matter, but I prefer Krylon paint. I just like the way it sprays better. But, you know, Rust-Oleum's good. That's what I used on this because I couldn't find a color in Krylon. So, but I really like Krylon. It just sprays really good. And it doesn't wear, I don't know why, but it doesn't wear my finger out as much as some of the other spray cans. I forgot how many cans I used on, it was a bunch, on the 71 C10 I had up until a few weeks ago, Big Turd. And then I spray painted the 57 Chevy truck, Charlie. And I know I've done some more, probably before I started YouTube. So anyway, just let me know what you think. You know, if you walked up on it, would you know the difference? I could probably try to blend that a little bit better right there. I'm not real happy with it, but it'll come to me. You know, sometimes you got your mojo on, sometimes you don't. So it'll come to me what to do, I hope. But we'll just kind of go from there. But as of now, you know, you don't never know how bad something is dented up until you start sanding it. Look how bad that tailgate is. And that's off the 78 Cheyenne truck. It's over at Tim's that I'm wanting to put a motor in. I hated to take the tailgate off of it, but oh my goodness, this one just matched up perfect. You know, the white, and you know, all I had to do was the blue. And it, you know, it matched up so perfectly. You know, the aluminum trim and stuff, it is just a perfect match. I really couldn't afford not to do that. And I don't mind the dings and the dents and the holes and all that stuff because the tailgate, as I've said before, I know y'all know this, but the tailgate is the one panel on the truck that gets the most abuse, you know. So all the dings and the dents and stuff, that just goes right along with the shop truck look. So I'm still trying to get used to the name. So Skye, to me, is starting to look pretty good, or looking better. So I'm going to start waxing it, and I'll probably end this video here. And let me know what you think on this, if you think the paint looks pretty good. And I was trying not to go, as I said, overboard on the patina, you know, scupping it up. I was trying not to go overboard. My wife pointed out, for the most part, that all the panels are straight. And she said the tailgate needs to kind of match the panels on the truck. So I'll try to go along with that thing. Let me get this big old spider before he winds up cab of the truck. Got him. I hate to be driving and a spider or something like that come down on you when you're driving. I've had that happen, and ooh-wee, it's scary. Especially at nighttime. I used to go to work and it'd be dark and you just didn't know what was crawling on you. I'm not trying to freak you out. Don't have no nightmares, but you know, I've had that happen to me. Anyway, y'all have a great day. And in case you didn't know it, I'm on Instagram, Primer Is Best, all one word, and Facebook, Primer Is Best. I answer just as quick as I can between the comments on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. And sometimes it takes me a while, but please just bear with me. So I do the best that I can. So, hey, y'all have a good day. Y'all stay safe, and thanks for watching this video. It means a whole lot to me. I appreciate it. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. See you later.